everybody, my name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business in Mansfield called The Flower Patch. Welcome to all the new subscribers. You know, that's really moving that I can see my subscribers going up and climbing the ladder as we speak. It's very touching, so I hope you're going to enjoy the videos that you're watching, and I hope that you send me some of your pictures as well, what you've done, and also like and share and ask your friends and family to subscribe as well. So anyway, let me just say, yesterday when my mom and my sister was here, once they'd gone, I analysed the video. I wasn't very happy. I was a bit frustrated again with myself because I didn't put the camera in the correct position and you couldn't see the top of the swag. But what my sister called the Autumn Ray swag. I thought it was a beautiful name, so I put that on my YouTube. So I'm going to show it you, the top. Now it's slightly bent here because it's been placed underneath there. I will straighten it, but that's how it's looking at the top of this swag, and again all the way to the bottom. So I love the colour, the neutral. I think it's really, really lovely. So that's what it actually looks like, guys, from the top. And I'm so sorry about the video that you couldn't really see. Anyway, today this is the container that we're using. Instead of putting moss in, I've just sprayed it green. Like I say I do on some things, spray it, put moss in or the aspidistra leaf. But I thought I'm just going to spray it. So that's the container we're using. And the foliage I may use are some of my conifers that I adore, along with the rest of the bunches that are up there, which I got from my wholesalers. And I'm also going to use some dark green ficus. Instead of the variegated, I'm using the dark green. I've also got my beautiful fern from the company The Leaf, as you can see, that are rubbery texture, and they are also outstandingly good. I love these. I've also got our aspidistra leaf. I've cut 3 pieces down. I've cut a small one, medium and a large. So we're going to incorporate the green ones again into, the green looks stunning against white, into our container. Now I've only chosen, I've also got some wispy bits I want to. These are my oddments. I don't want to touch the new stems. I want to just try and use up as much oddments as I can before I decide to start chopping away at the new ones. So we're going to put those in. And because I want a nice bright sunshiny colour, because it's absolutely pouring it down here, as we say in Mansfield, it's raining cats and dogs. Don't know what that means, but hey-oh, we always say it, but we all know what it means by that. So I decided let's do a sunny colour. So we're going to use our gladioli, which I've already took some of the rubbery stem off, because once I dip it in my glue it will melt, and then once I insert it in the oasis, the melted rubber will just push up to the top and sit on top of the oasis, and you will see it, and it doesn't look very professional. But I thought, let's get the bright yellow one, and isn't that absolutely stunning? It looks so realistic. I thought as well I'd get my wispy bits out, and I'm sure 95% of these are called Lady Applebud. I'm very sure of it, but I just thought I'd get one stem, a brand new stem, and we'll incorporate those also into the arrangement. And I thought, let's add a bit of white. We've got some wild daisies with yellow in the centre, and that will also look really pretty against the gladioli. And as well, I may get another 2, but I've got some tulips. I know spring season's out, but there's nothing stopping you from adding tulips. You don't always have to stick to the seasonal flowers. You can put these in at any time, just like some of the others as well. I've got some of my oddments of my blossom, different shades. That's a gold, more of a gold colour. That's a bright yellow. And I thought let's add a bit of those in it as well. One's popped off there. That was good, spotting it straight away. There we go. And then I thought, I've got oddments of my carnations, my super white carnations. Let's add some of those in to bounce as well, like the daisies, off of all the yellow. And I've got 3 of these oddments, what I've searched through my oddment bucket, and I keep looking at them. I can't make my mind up whether they are foxglove, well, they can't be foxglove. They're like bell-shaped. They can't be they might be miniature delphiniums actually. So we'll call them delphiniums. If anybody knows what they are, please send me a message, because I always get confused with these. So we're going to add in maybe those as also. And I've got some oddments as well that I found of my beautiful dahlias, one of my favourite flowers. So I thought, why not? So we're going to use those. So we'll just push those over there. But first of all, before we start with the foliage, I'm going to position this in our vase. I'm going to leave the love art at the front. What we are doing is an asymmetrical arrangement. So I thought, let's do it in a tall container. So I'm going to place that and push it right down to there. I don't want it, you know, to be right up here. I hope that that's in view, guys. But that's how we're going to sit our delphinium. So let's get some of our ficus, and I also want to give these some leaf and some foliage, should I say, around the back, with this being so tall. So I'm not cutting this one. So we're going to place these also in just around here. Any excess glue on your oasis, just take it off. I found another one. Let's just manipulate this so it looks more natural. Just bend it. And we're going to put, let me just clean the stem. As you know me by now, guys, I'm very, very fussy. Oh, my ears popped again. I don't know what's happening with me. So we're going to put another piece just there. So let's just get rid of the glue. I'm not putting this glue back in the glue pan because it's got a bit of green spray on it, and I don't want it to mix in with the rest of the glue. So there is how it, don't it look lovely just by itself like that, with its little bit of foliage added in. And also, you see, I'm not sure, I want to put one there and then another one there. I'm considering, oops, I can't, let me grab the other one. Or I may put, actually, let's get this right, guys. One there, one lower down here. Let me just hold it. And then one hanging over. So let's get these in as well. Let me just cut it into a 45-degree angle so it's easier to insert into your oasis. So, oops, there's a bit too much glue. So I'm going to place that just like that. Let me get rid of that glue. And then the smaller one, I'm going to place just under it at an angle as well. And that will sit like that. just get that glue off of the container. And then our last one, I'm going to place at the front. I'm going to place it in at an angle first. Then once it's in, oops, nearly put it in my glue pan. Then I'm going to bend it. Let me just check. Like that. So that is how that will sit. And from the side, that's how it looks. I hope you can see. So now I've got those in. Let's place the odd conifer. Oops, I've just pulled one off. Gosh, I'm terrible. Let's just glue this one back on because I don't want it to keep coming off. So let's just add the odd bits of conifer. I'm going to put those as well at the side of our anthurium leaves. And I'm going to bend that as well slightly. And again, remove any glue. And I'm going to put another one on the opposite side. It is pouring it down. I can hear it on top of my roof. I hope you've got better weather where everybody else is. They did say we're only getting a week of sunshine and nice hot weather. They were right. That's all we've had. Let me just see. Just take off one more a moment. That's popped off. Sometimes I can spot when they look loose. Just pop it back on. Remove any excess glue because we don't want to see dry glue around it. Yes, I'm going to put one there, the one just behind here. So let's get this one in behind the anthuriums. And again, just lean it slightly upwards. You can bring the odd leaf in if you like to see it, some of it in as well. And then I'm going to put one more. So I don't want to cover all the gladioli. And we'll put one just there. So that's what we have at the moment. So we'll keep these away now. We don't need no more. Let's just pop that back in with the rest and pop it back. I was actually, here I go guys, I've just spotted my crocodile ferns. I may just put one. Oh, I might. Oh my goodness, let's have a go. Oh, did these rip off? Oh yes. Let's take the tag off because it's preventing me from pulling it. Let's just try and stand it up. Keep the stem straight. I may have to elongate that. Yeah, I'm going to put a pick on that. Let me get my corsage tape. And we're going to attach it to the bottom. And then wrap our corsage. That sounded a bit posh. wrap our corsage tape, corsage, around it and keep going down till you go below the fern, the stem of the fern, because you don't want to see the stem of the fern sticking out at the bottom. So now we've got a longer stem, and I'm going to just snip that bit off, and I'm going to place this exactly behind the gladioli. I'm just going to bend it slightly inwards. There. I don't need no more of those. I'll put those back. Right, and then I'm not sure about the rest of our. I will put some more ficus in. I don't think I need the big stem. Like I say, I've got a fresh stem out. That's how they come. I buy them in bunches of 12. I tend to buy 3 or 4 bunches of 12. So then I know I've got plenty. I don't need none as yet. My bucket is chock-a-block with them. So let's add in just the odd ones of our fern. I'll take these off the stem if I can. I don't need all these on. Gosh, I ain't got no nails. Right. So I'm going to put, just take that tag off, cut them at the bottom. See, that's a nice big one. I don't want to use a great big one like that because it's too much. I don't mind if it's coupled up and have it like that. So let's put that one in as 2 together. And we're going to place that also like that, just coming out. And I've got another one what's 2. So we'll use that one as well on the opposite side. Excuse me. But I'm just going to go slightly, a bit more deeper down, and then just manipulate it to the side. And you can bend these, even the leaf itself. Let's just slightly manipulate it. I did do an arrangement this morning, another video. Before I decided, yes, I want to keep it, instead of analysing it once I've posted it, I had a quick look before I decided. You couldn't see anything, guys. You really couldn't, because I was sat down, I was doing it on here because I was doing it on the ring, and I had to have them flat because I was putting stems before I attach it to the ring together like that, you know, and maybe floral as well. Well, not maybe, we did have floral. Attach those on like that, and another one of these the other side, and do that with all the different foliage and florals that I had, and then tie wrap them. Well, when I was trying to show how to tie wrap them and how I did it, you couldn't see. So I deleted it. Sorry, but I deleted it. I wasn't happy, and if I couldn't see when I looked at it, I know for definite you wouldn't be able to see. So I had to delete it, and I thought, you know what, we're going to do something sunny. So that's why I'm doing it this afternoon, the video, instead of this morning. So I may do another small video after this, but I will be posting it tomorrow. I'll change the date on here on the video, because I've got somebody coming about my car, and I need to be outside, and it can take anything up to 4 hours. So I need to be there because my neighbour over the road reversed and bumped into my car and damaged the bumper. So never mind, it's only a car. No, but you know, there was no lives lost, nobody was hurt. It can be rectified. So the gentleman is going to come, a mobile repairman, and he's going to do it here from my house. So I need to be there to make sure, you know, everything's okay, because I don't want him stopping me in between videos, and I don't want to do a video too late. So I may do another video today, but post it tomorrow. I hope you don't mind, but I really do need to be there. So, oh, that's gone cold. I said I'd waste it. Oh, goodness. Right, I'm going to get another one with 2 on. I'm going to sit that at the front as well. And I'm going to just slightly bend that also, so it doesn't look too much upright. Remove any glue. Oh, isn't that lovely? I don't want to put one there because it will hide majority of my gladioli. We'll see. I'll put it back with the bunch. And the ones that I'm not sure I might use again, they go this side. The ones I definitely don't use, I may put them in the bucket or put them on floor. That's just me. I do need some more of this. We need the foliage throughout, so if I place that there... Oh, what's that? Oh, I've got to cut that off. I've got something on that. The leaves all shriveled up. Oh, I don't know what that is, guys. So I'm not going to use that one. Again, put one there. I'm just going to slightly put the tip in to show you where I'm placing it. Gosh, I've got rubber bands everywhere. Then I want to sneak in another one. Let's have a look. No, that doesn't look right there. So let me just turn it around. Bend it over. Yes, we'll put it there. In fact, have I got a longer piece? Is that one longer? Yes. So I'll do the same. Because I do want some foliage in the centre. And I want it slightly sticking up. I don't want them all flat. We've got to give it the movement throughout. And again, I'll hang on to these in case I want to incorporate some. In fact, why hang on? Let's get these in. See, I'm naughty. I change my mind constantly. Oh, that's a nice piece. Yes, we're going to put one either side. Take this plastic off. I'm going to position one at an angle again, and then just slightly bend it over so it hangs out from the side. Oh, I must be lucky, I'm finding lovely pieces. Plastic. And again, I'm going to go underneath the anthurium at an angle again and just lean it over so that one also sits like that. An asymmetrical means you've got a tall part here and you're going down to a point down here, and you know it's obviously got its width, so it's like a triangle. It's like that and that. So yeah, I've always loved doing things like this, the asymmetricals, as much as I like the symmetrical ones as well. So I might just put up the odd bit of our foliage around here as well. Let's get a nice piece. There's one. Trying to look for the longer pieces. I don't know why I don't just take the band off. It's not that I'm lazy. I can't be bothered. It's just, I think sometimes it may be easier just to pull one out. That's not always the case. So we're putting one there, remove the glue. And another one on the opposite side. Should have got my turntable out. Going in through there. Turn it over before it sets. And just put that one there. Just going to slightly lift it. Not much. That's better. So that's what we have. Again, that is the front, and it will sit on your, perhaps your windowsill, so you can see the line of it going down. So I'm not going to use any more of these. Now I've placed where I'd like them to be. So if I put them all back together, because these are my oddments. Don't like that leaf. Looks like it's melted. Then I'm just going to put the band around them. So they're all stay together, and I'll just put those back in the bucket. So I've got 2 rubber bands spare there. Right, and we've also got our wispy bits. Oh my good gracious me. Right, I want the 2 longer pieces. And what I want is those, just one there, one there. So we'll get those in. If I turn it towards your soul, and one will sit there. And again, remove the glue. And then one on the opposite side of the gladiolite as well. I don't mind these being in front of the anthuriums because they're very wispy. Let's get, I'm going to put one here lower down. Just slightly bend that one. And do the same on the opposite side. Do I need any here? Not that one. I may put one, just one there. Just going to turn it, everybody, to the side. So that can lean or just slightly touching the anthurium leaf. So I'll put those away. I definitely don't want to use any more. Oh, I can't unravel that. Let's use one of these. So we'll put those back as well. Right, let's put our I want a tall one. One of these blossoms. Oh, I don't want this one. Should come out quite easily. Oh, it would. It's the tallest step. Oh, I've got to cut it, guys, because it's just. There we go. Right. These are all oddments, and I've got some prongs around here. I'm going to attach them onto there. So I'm going to glue them. Don't know if these have actually fell off, but let's get them on. Well, that's a tiny one. Just remove any excess glue, because the glue will dry white and the customers wouldn't want to see that. Have we got any more? Yes. Let's see if we can. Oh, there. Let's place this one on the top as well. Make it look full. Oh, there's one there. I keep finding them now. Let's pull that up there. Let's have another look. Nope, that's it. So what I want to do with this, I could either bring it up really, really high. I mean, let me cut some of this stem off. Just going to turn it around. No, it's got to go up to the back. I could. I've got two different ones. I don't really want to put different ones in. Actually, that one's quite nice. It's a bit of a woody effect. Let me just. Yes, I'm going to place that one in. I've just found a bit here. So let's get this on. Again, wipe any excess glue. You know what? In fact, that's the wrong stem. I've put on the different floral. Gosh, aren't I daft today? Can't believe myself. So let me cut some of these off. I know I usually cut off the prongs, but these are not prongs. They're like little buds. So I want to keep those on to add to the texture. Just going to move them about. That's better. Let's just cut the bottom at a 45-degree angle. And again, I'm going to have that slightly tall at the back, just like that. So all these we can put back together. I do have these. These was mixed up in them, so let's keep those out. They're quite pretty. Very airy. Gosh, I didn't realise how many there were. So, get a rubber band again and fasten them all up. These are, as I say, my oddments. I don't like using my new stems until I've used my oddments. Because I don't want to waste some pennies, you know, and throw pennies of money away. Because I look at it like I may need the fresh stems for something bigger, where I just put the whole of the stem in. So I don't want to be chopping onto them, especially when you know, it could be used for something else. Right, I'm just going to glue this flower on. Gosh, there's a lot of these that are all having to keep gluing on. Never mind, it's all fun. Keeps my mind occupied. There's another one like that too. So that's 2. Oh, that one's okay. That's got 2 on. There. So, I know these are wispy. Place some of these coming out from the sides. So I'll just place it here. There's some in the background behind the foliage, so it just doesn't look too, you know, too much of the foliage there. We're breaking it up. I added some floral around the back. Let's just have a quick look. So I may put one here, or actually, no, down there. I'm not going to cut these any shorter because they're wispy. I want to add them in, you know, quite long. So they're just floating from the sides. Oh, plastic. Oh, I'll have to cut that because I've got no nails and it's hard to pull off sometimes. And again, we'll bring that one under there. So then that just hangs. I'll get that glue. With the one of our flowers, I think I'm going to bring this one. I'll just place it there, out here. Let me just finish with these. Place. I'm going to use some smaller as depth, so you may not see the board. It's using it as depth because floral, you know, florals always have depth. And I think it looks pretty with depth. It adds to the movement. It adds to actually, you know, different textures. See, I have this leaf. I could also incorporate that at the bottom as well. Just bend it slightly over. I'm going to measure where I'd like it to, how long to cut. There. So I'm going to take that much off. Let's put that under the anthurium leaf, and this will give you your point of your arrangement. Just bend it down. A bit more. Just lift it slightly. Right. I've got to have a floral there. The white, oh, maybe the white aren't long enough, but I could put picks on them. Put just one there. Maybe one there. I've not placed them in, guys. I'm just trying to position them where I'd maybe like them to sit. Oh no. No. Let's get our, I think we might need some more tulips. So then that would be 5. Or, in fact, I said I'd be moving around, didn't I? We've got those in white. 2. I'm thinking of some nice roses. 1, 2, 3, maybe 3. Oh gosh, my bunch is all tangled up with the others. I'll cut one more stem, bring those out. Just some yellow roses. I thought they may look nice as well. So I just want to keep it to a yellow and white theme. You know, I know bits have got orange in, but it's not enough to stick out, you know, from the theme that we're actually doing. So let's get some roses in. I know these two have been cut off. So I'm going to bring one here. Just go through the leaves. Slightly bend it so it looks like it's coming down at a different level, and then I'd want one slightly higher, and I may want one there as well. So let's stick that one in. These would be good for like an arrangement when you walk through a door, and they're just placed in front of you. There's an entrance piece, or even, like I say, in your window or on a cabinet. You know, they're very, very nice. Things like this look nice in churches also. Let me just have a look from my side. Yes, yeah, they look lovely in a church. I might not use no more. And I've done, as I say, quite a few of these, and I love doing them. I really do want floral there, and then one there. So these have also got rubber on. So all I do is just snip around, not catching the wire. You can feel if you've caught the wire. Just snipping at the rubber. And then I just pull it off. Well, I usually do. Oh, that one's glued at the bottom. Just take that off, pull it off, and then, oops. I am left with a wire at the bottom to stick in to my oasis. If you feel that you're going to keep moving, another tip is get your glue gun or your skewer, just put a bit of glue at the bottom on the wire, not too much, push it back up, and then it'll glue inside the rubber, and then that will stop it from drooping, falling down, and just remove any bit of excess glue. So I want that. Oops, I'm forgetting where the front is. Come there. Let's just snip a bit. I'm going underneath. Just having it slightly bend. Lift the anthurium up a bit, because you have to try and give your florals their own space. That's touching it too much for me. That's better. The reason that I was always told to give your florals their own space, it's like if you had your garden. You like to see your garden with, you like to see the flowers. You don't like to see them too close together, like say for example like that you can't even count how many there is because it's too clumpy, you know, too compact. And by giving them their own space, you notice it more. You notice different flowers where they're placed more than if they was all just tightly compact. So I've got one there, so I'm going to bring one in here and one in here. So I'm going to do the same and cut the rubber. I'm not cutting the wire until, you know, I've taken the rubber off. That's got a bit of glue at the bottom as well. So there is your rubber and there is your wire. So I'll do another one. Oh, these all seem to be glued at the bottom, and I can see where they're glued at till. It's only about 1 centimetre or ½ an inch. So I'm just going to get my scorer again, just bring my wire slightly out, just put that on the wire there. Now push that glue in and remove any excess glue. There you have it. So it's sitting without drooping down the actual wire itself. Push that glue in. All these little tricks, aren't they brilliant? I love it. Again, it's not that I'm lazy, that I can't be bothered. There's no, you know, if you can do it in a way where it's not going to affect and it's not going to fall or anything like that, you know, that's okay. That was another thing I was always taught. There's never no right or wrong, as long as it's secure and you hide things, you know, like your mechanics and everything, and it looks a professional job that you've done, then it's a win-win. I'm just turning it around, guys, so I can just position this tulip on the opposite side. So I'm just going under here, in at an angle, and then folding it down or manipulating it to come down. So it's like that, and it's not the same height as this one. I've come in, because again, if you look at it from the top, you're building a triangle from the top. If you look at it from the front here, you're building a triangle that way. So you've got two different shaped triangles next to each other. So that's another way of looking at it. If you think, oh, it doesn't look right, just stick your head above and view for that triangular position or shape. And if you think that, yeah, that's right, or you think this one was too close to that, push it in a little bit more to get that triangular one. And the same with looking at it here. If I had the tulips here and I thought, oh, they're too wide, it's not forming, or one's higher, just look at it face forward to form your triangular part up here. So I could bring these here and here, because that is the main point, and I don't want these up here, because then it will look too much of a square, and that's what you're trying to avoid on an asymmetrical. So again, I'll take these off. That's got pull that. I'm not taking off as much as the other one. Now, so let's get some glue in just to hold it, and all I'm doing is pulling some of the wire out and then holding it, getting some glue around the top where it's at the bottom of the actual rubbery bit, and then you can see the glue, push it inside. Once you've pushed it in, press at the bottom where your excess glue will be, and then wipe that off, and there you have it. It's not falling down because I've glued it inside the rubber. And do the same again, lift the wire up, just put that a bit around here. Just get some of that off. Push it down into the rubber tube. Just press. And then that is also stuck together. So now we've got the wire at the bottom. I'm going to go behind the anthurium. There. I'm just going to turn that one round a moment, everybody. Now I'm going to look at the height of the other one and keep pushing it down until I've met up or with the same height. So that, oops a daisy. So then you have that. I mean, you don't have to have them full equilateral. You can have one slightly offset, but not too much that it looks out of place. Right, oh, look at our daisies, aren't they lovely? I might not even put these in. Oh, I don't know now. Let's see. Take that one off. That one. Right, I'm going to save this stem so I can use it for something else. If I need to elongate anything. And because I'm putting this in, I want this daisy to be lower than our daffodils, but higher than our roses. So you're going down like in a step, 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 and so on, like a staircase. So I will put this in front of the gladioli because it is very airy. It's not going to hide the gladioli. Just bring that down a little bit and just slightly bend it so you can see the head coming forward. So there you have it. There's your first height, your second, then you step down to the next, step down to the next, and so on and so on. So with these, if I want to put these in with this, then it'll be a similar height. But I want to go in between these three roses at the height coming out around there. I don't want to bunch all the daisies together because again I'm still trying to keep the focal point of our gladioli. So I will go in around here. I don't want it higher, let me just cut it slightly. It's stuck to my fingers. Let's just squeeze through. So there, it's high, it's slightly in line with the bottom one, but not higher than these. And that's got two on. So if I remove one, and I'll do the same on the opposite side. just follow it across. Let's move that focus, that's better. So as you can see, it's like that. And because I have a smaller one, I could just place that there if I added a bit of depth. But because there's only one and I'm doing it, there's another gap on this side, it wouldn't look right. So then that's when you either bring these miniature, I'll call them miniature delphiniums, in and place them there. I'm just going to position that. So let's have a look. And then one in the centre of that. Or let me try with the carnations instead. And just have them slightly there. Yes, they're better. We're going to use the carnations. I'm not going to put these in. Out of sight, out of mind. I'm not going to take the foliage off of these because they are what the carnations have on them and they do look, you know, realistic. So we're going to just leave those on. So again, what I'm going to do is place it in between the two tulips. And just slightly bring it down, not too much, because I want it slightly above the tulips here. So then you got your bottom step, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh step. If that, you know, if you understand what I'm trying to say, if that makes sense. Because I know I can sometimes say things what, you know, can be quite confusing. So my husband says. Again, in between the two tulips. Just slightly lean it over. So then you've got that. I don't know whether to bring these up on this level. Let me just turn around it. Yes. So I'm going to need two. I don't want three. These I've wrapped that tape around what I was on about yesterday. That rubbish tape. And again, these are all peeling off, so if I can pull it through now. I've got to take it off, guys, because it doesn't look very good. It looks absolutely rubbish. I won't be going to that market store again. So let's use our corsage tape. Get a better grip. That's better. I don't know if you can hear that tick, tick, tick. I've got some planters outside what I wanted to use to put my artificial in, so I've took the real plants out because they needed to be in a bigger pot and left them, and the rain's dripping inside. There's one of them that I didn't pierce an hole underneath, so I can hear the rain dripping inside of it. So that's maybe the little noise you may hear in the background. Oh my goodness. Don't know how many times I wrapped that round. Even the stickiness has come away from the actual green tape. That's such a good sign. Let's get a new pick onto it. Even though I may cut these down, I just wanted them for slightly bigger height. Much better. Because if you look at it from here, you can see there's something missing here. And again, when you spot things like that, that means you've really got to place something in. And I wanted to place this about this height. If I just hold it, because that's the height that I want these to go to. So let's get those glued in. I'm just going to turn it again, everybody, so I can just see. Just bend it slightly forward because I don't want it touching all of the tulip again. I want it to have its own space. And then the opposite. I can feel the glue strings. Right, I do have my dahlias. I need something coming out from this greenery. So I want to place those, as you can see here, one on either side. Then I don't need any more. I could easily place one just under there, but it's a bit touching. Let me lift that. It'll be touching the actual foliage. And do I place some there? See, there's going to be quite a lot of white. I need yellow. Let's see. Let me get these in at the side. I'm going to use them at the side to cover that greenery. Just in here. And again, from the side, I'll just show you. That is coming out. If you look at it from the side view, that's more in and that's come more out. So that's just slightly, that dahlia is slightly longer than the daisy. So you're forming your triangular shape. And that's what you're aiming for. I had another one. Oh, it's here, look. I keep standing on something. It's the bits of wire that I'm cutting. And again, I'm going to do that on this side also. And it's going to come out slightly more from the daisy because I'm forming your triangular shape. Like that, look. As you can see now, it's going down like that. And then that's the end of your top triangle here, and then your bottom triangle starts from here to the point there. So I think I need a few of these wispy bits just in between here. So I'm just going to cut the odd ones off. I'm not going to add no more white because you know, there's a lot of white around here. I need to break it up. Excuse me. Let me just see. See, that's not long enough. So have I got something in orange? Not orange, sorry, yellow. Crikey, I've forgotten then. In fact, I do have yellow carnations, or I've got yellow dahlias. Oof, I'm not going to use those guys because they're not long enough. That needs to sit around there. Then if I put that there, because it's a similar colour to the tulip, then I may have to put something a bit paler. Let me just take one off. Taking the leaves off on those because I know they thread on these yellow ones. I'm just going to push it through. Get another one. Is that longer? Yeah. Silly me, I should just cut the longest ones off. So if I place that opposite there, and then that one there. If I put those there, then I'm going to have to put something here because just slightly coming out a bit more. Then it'd be too much yellow then at the ends. It's because I can't make my mind up whether to put another white there and have these yellow ones there. What else have I got in white? I've got roses, just to give it a different rose. Oops, gosh, I'm dropping everything. One, two. Use those ones. Just going to grab these because I want to see, because they are quite big. Oh yeah, it's the roses straight away. The roses in between the yellow tulips, and then because there's all white around the side, as you can see, we may have to just stick some yellow around here. Yeah, in there. So I want our two longest pieces, which are those. They can go back, they can go back. So that is my decision. We don't need the carnations, even though they're pretty. Oh, I'm not looking, because if I look again, guys, I'm going to end up looking and thinking, oh, maybe that would be all right, maybe that. So I'm trying to avoid it. It's only through my professional eye that I know that it's the colour. I don't want too much yellow next to each other, but I do want yellow, if that makes sense. But that's got to be where the three whites are there, so they need to be there. So as you start to see, then it starts to get slightly wider, because I've got to, where these are here, I've got to bring a yellow out around here to form the bottom of the triangle. But that's okay because there's a lot of white there, so that's all right. I will have to put picks on probably the dahlias, but I don't mind that, because I won't be happy if they don't look right. So let's double up, get a pick on it. Because I'm one of these, I just don't stop, especially when I can see there's an issue. You know, well, not as much as an issue, but when I can see something needs to go somewhere, it's missing something, I won't stop. So we needed to just elongate this bit at the side with yellow, and then white in between the tulips to set the yellow off as well. There we go. Right, so I don't need to cut these because they were long anyway. So here are our whites. So I want those about here. So cut the stem there. Oh, I've wiped it all off. Right, so we're going in where these three yellows are here, and I'm just going to go underneath. Just slightly more out. Than what the whites are. So you're forming that. Let's measure that one. Cut there. Do the same on the opposite side. So we're going to go in here. Just want to see how far that one's sticking out. What's a bit more in. Just don't want it to stick out as much as look odd. No, that's okay. So that's how the yellow now, you can see. So just being white here, we've got yellow in the centre and a load of white around it. But we needed to break this white up, the white up with something yellow. And with this being quite a vibrant yellow, it immediately breaks it up straight away. Now if I put something light in like that, like the rose, it wouldn't break it up because it would be similar shade to, you know, the white, if you can see, because look, it's very, very pale. So we needed something vibrant to sit there. So then same with these, to break up the vibrancy of the yellow, we need white, and they will just sit around here on either side just to break it up, and coming forward to bring that asymmetrical shape, as you can see, down. It's, you know, as we say in music, diminuendo, which is gradually getting in vocal, you know, quieter. But so you're going from high going down. So that's very similar to this. You're going high going down, and you need to keep your steps like that with your flowers. And by doing that, then you get it all balanced out correctly. I'm not taking the leaves off of these roses because they don't thread. I've used them many times. So in between these two, we're going to place our rose. So I'm just going to place it in. Just place it there. I don't want those all on. So let me take those off. Hello, hubby.
Hello.
You had a good day?
Aye.
Are you all right?
Aye.
Super. So I'm going to do the same on this side. Push it in. Just make sure it's very similar there. So that is your asymmetrical arrangement. This would look lovely in a church, just at the where the front pew is. Excuse me, I think it'll look beautiful. So that is how it looks, everybody, from your front. As you can see, it's cascading down to the point at the front. I think I may just shorten that because that is literally bugging me. I've been holding on to see. Oh gosh, I can't get it out. Hang on, the glue set's very good. Oh my goodness. I'm going to shorten it. It really was, you know, driving me crazy while I was doing it. So you don't really need to put it back in. Can I sort of like put it at the back? I'm not going to put it in at the front. And just have a bit of foliage at the back. That's better. Much, much better. I knew it was driving me batty, but something, I don't know if it's because that's positioned leaning to one side. Yeah, that's better. So yes, that's how it looks cascading down again. From here, there's your first step. Your roses are your second, so you go up, 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 up. That's how I used to look at it, like you're going up and down your steps. And that's how it looks from your front view. I'm going to bring it forward and I'm going to show you closer up. So there you have your anthurium leaf and your tulips, and your roses set just slightly in. So that's your first row, your second row, your carnations are your third, this single rose is your fourth, your dahlia and your daisies on either side is your fifth row. These roses are your sixth row. Your carnations again, your seventh row. Your daisy, your eighth. Your tulip, your ninth. And your dahlia, not dahlia, oh goodness gracious me. But yes, is your 10th. So there's 10 different rows cascading down to a point at the bottom. So that, you could either have that like that, but I've designed this so it sits like that, where the love heart is at the front, and you walk in and you see it cascading down, the shape. But again, you can have it like that, it doesn't matter. But, you know, I think they're lovely. I love doing these asymmetrical ones. I really, really do. I do like doing the symmetrical, but I prefer these. I just love doing the different steps and the different movements. And obviously keeping with my favourite shape, the triangle at the top and then across the bottom to the point at the front. So you've got 2 triangle pieces in one asymmetrical design. So I hope you all liked that. I really did, because I love it. And I hope you have a go, you know, maybe in different colours. White and green's nice. I tell you that, guys, I used to do a lot of white and green. I loved the white and green. But I wanted to do a sunny colour today because it's pouring down with rain and it hasn't stopped all day. So I thought, you know, let's put a smile on people's faces. Yeah? So again, I hope you enjoyed that. Give it a go and please subscribe, and also, you know, like and share as well. And send me some of your photographs if you've done them. I'd love to see them. I get excited about these. So anyway, have a wonderful day. And again, like I said earlier, I may do another little video and post it tomorrow because I've got the mobile car mechanic coming to my house, and it can take up to 4 hours to sort my car out. And I'm one of these, I really need to be around him when he's doing it, because again, I am very picky and I like to just keep an eye on what they're doing, and also make them cups of coffee for doing what they're doing. I do that as well. So yeah, so if I will change the date on here for tomorrow, but do another one today. So again, you know, I hope you enjoyed that, and you'll see my video that I'm going to record today tomorrow. So take care everybody, and have a wonderful evening, and all the best, and stay safe. Bye bye.